Hi friends, this is Katie Carney and this is Flosstube number 29 and it is the 17th of August. It's a Monday. I don't normally film on Mondays, but I wanted to have a big finish for you and I did not finish until last night, so you had to wait. I hope you guys are well. Life in Scranton is the same. It continues like it has been. Our case numbers are down, so I'm kicking around going back to the office in 2 weeks. But who knows? We'll see. We'll play it by ear. My boss has been really great about my working from home. It's really not anyone pushing me to go back. I just feel like I should. Not that working from home is some great pleasure, like that I'm doing so. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I might go back to the office in 2 weeks. We'll see. Hang on, I have to sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So things are the same here. Mark and I were out taking a walk over the weekend, and it was like 8:30, so it was getting dark, but not dark at all. And I thought I heard a cat, and it was a skunk, who of course then sprayed. Luckily, the skunk missed me and mostly missed Mark. I was like closest to the street and he was closest to the house, which is not normally how we walk. Usually he walks closer to the street. So I'm very glad that we were vice versa and he got hit a little bit. So not a great way to end our very romantic Saturday date walk. Because, you know, can't date in 2020. Oh, well. So, I talked last time that I really wanted to finish. I'm going to move into cross stitch now because my life is boring. I really wanted to finish Pavane by the end of August. That was my stretch goal. And then I got to a point, and this happens to me when I get close-ish to the end of a piece, where that's all I work on. So, after I put Lady the Flag down 2 weekends ago, when I last recorded, I did not pick her back up, and I have worked continuously on Pavane. So that is by Long Dog Stitch Samplers, and I started this on Easter Sunday for myself, and then a friend told me that she was getting married. She eloped, and I already had it started, and it says on there, turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you, and that just felt really perfect for a marriage. So I finished yesterday at close to 11 p.m. I don't normally stitch after 9:30. I've posted on Instagram the frame that I was thinking about using, and it was black, and a lot of people thought I should paint it gold, which I was not comfortable with. Then I found another frame in my attic that I have ended up using. So I finished Pavane last night at 10:30 or 10:45, and I framed it this morning, and as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to go give it to the bride. So here she is. Oh, she's fantastic, isn't she? I ended up doing the initials here and here. They're in Brandy by Gast. I think it's Gast. Hang on, I'll check. Yes, it's Gast. And I just had it in stash. I went through my fancy flosses to find it. So I used a frame that I had in the attic, and I laced it. It's like 14.2 by 16.5. So this is a 14 by 18 frame off the rack. It's like a cherry wood color. I used DMC 336 and the Brandy color. And then the fabric is Confederate Gray by, picture this plus maybe, I don't remember. And it's 28 count. And this took many hours. But I'm proud of it. I think it's beautiful. I was short a row on the bottom, so I shortened, I don't know, I don't know. I was short a row somewhere, but I don't think, unless you know, you can tell. I can tell where it is, but please don't point it out here because I'll just be self-conscious. I'm really glad it's done. This was a big thing for 2020. I like the idea of big projects. I've done this one, and then also my Christmas Village was really big. And then Lady of the Flag is humongous. And then pretty much all the other projects I have that I want to do are big. But I'm going to work on Lady of the Flag for, well, anyway. So I also worked very little in the last 2 weeks on Mirabilia's Lady of the Flag. I'm using the called for DMC Krynic and beads, not that I've used the Krynic or the beads yet, and the Constitution fabric from the Primitive Hair. So I will say I'm about halfway through the middle page, and I'm not going to stitch tonight because my hands hurt from, I did like 2 pages of Pavane between Thursday and Sunday, and I didn't stitch at all on Saturday. So my thumbs are like not happy. So anyway, here is my very little progress on Lady of the Flag. I think she's beautiful also. I'm looking forward to getting some real work done on her over the next, I'm definitely going to work on her all of this week and the weekend. And then I might start something new on Monday. I think. I don't know. I need to do ornaments. So maybe next Monday I'll do a week of ornaments and then start something new. I don't know. We'll see. I have a million ornaments to pick from. So it's not like I'm lacking ornaments to stitch. So then this is going to be like a 20-minute video because that's all I worked on for 2 weeks. I have some haul and some happy mail, and then we've just talked about my plans. So can we just look at Pavane again, though? I love her. I'm probably going to show it twice more. It's so pretty. I feel like I should put her like up here so that we can look at her during my floss tube. Anyway, so a couple months ago, pre-COVID, a friend in Philly was like, hey, my mom used to cross stitch and she is not going to anymore. Would you like her stash? And of course I said yes. And we had planned to try to get together for like dinner one of the times Mark and I was in Philly. And then there was a pandemic, and traveling to Philly right now is really difficult, and eating in Philly is even harder, and who knows what's going to happen. So she sent me a message and she said, why don't you send me your address and I will just send you what I was going to give you. And she did, and it was really exciting. There's a lot of Ada. And then there is a giant bag DMC. This is all DMC in here. The 8 is a lot of 14 count, which is really great for ornaments. So I'm really grateful for that. And then the thing that there was like, you know, these fun embroidered runners that you can get at Joann's. So I'm excited for that. And then there are a couple of the non-slip hoops that I like, and I'm thrilled to have those in my stash. But the very, very special thing for me is these are Ronnie Rowe Designs, and it is 4 of the Williamsburg series. So it's the Governor's Palace. And just so you know, I've taken several trips to Williamsburg. I'm an 18th century reenactor. My degree is in history with a specialty in colonial American history. So Williamsburg is one of my happy places. So she actually has the Governor's Palace started. Now, I probably won't use hers just because I don't know why. Actually, I probably should just finish it because it's almost done. Look at all this work she did on this. I think I will finish it. So it's full coverage. Looks beautiful. Love the colors. So that's this one, the Governor's Palace. And then she also sent, also if anybody has any more of these, I will buy them from you. She sent the Colonial Capital. So funny story, I was in the Capitol at a tour with my brother, and this is right before Turn came out. And one of the actors in Turn was also in a show called, I think it was called Being Human on the BBC. And the guy was there doing the Williamsburg tour because they were, I guess the actors were like in the States to do filming. And I asked him if that was, I said, you know, you really look like him. And he looked at me and he was like, he didn't say anything and he just walked away and left the tour. And I wanted to be like, I'm not some weird fangirl. It was the weirdest thing. And I'll be honest, because of that, I couldn't watch Turn. So anyway, Capitol. Shields Tavern, where I've eaten many, many times over the years. And Chowing's Tavern. Also, I have eaten there. So thank you, Denise, for sending these. That was so sweet of you. I'm sad that you don't cross-stitch anymore, but I'm really grateful to have those Williamsburg patterns in particular. I'm grateful for all of it, but the Williamsburg patterns are really special to me. And then I did have a little bit of haul. So Sarah K Stitches on Instagram was at the beach a couple weeks ago, and she went to Stitch by Stitch, which is in Cape May, New Jersey, and they do $5 like grab bags. So she had two things in her grab bags that she didn't like. One of them was my tuck-away shoulder bag. I think that's so cute. I'm gonna stitch on it, and I think I might wear it like a fanny pack because the fanny pack is back. And then she also got this Mill Hill kit, which is Pretty in Pink, and it's number 2, and it has like the fabric and everything in it. It's quite pretty. It's got the beads. So then I got several things in mind, but the ones I'm most excited about is I got the number 1 kit. My lighting is weird today, I'm sorry. There we go. I got the number 1 kit in that series, so I'm excited to have them both to stitch up. And that again, of course, came with the treasure and the floss. This one only has 2 treasures. It doesn't have it. Oh wait, there's beads in there. I'm lying to you. There's beads. And then in one of mine was just like a handful of fabric ends. So they are not, like, this is a pretty big piece. It's not marked though, like I don't know what it is. This is like a piece of, what's that? Grain sacks are made out of it. This is just, it looks like a big old piece of 14 count Aida. I guess you could use this for a bookmark. I don't think I would use this for anything. And some more Aida ends. There was also a lot of like weird flosses that were like, they felt like what you would use to make an outdoorsy kind of tie. Like they felt very nylon-y, and I don't like to stitch with nylon. And then I also got some patterns. I got a lot of patterns that I'm just showing you some of my favorites. One of them is the Tongue Twister Sal by the Trilogy. And it says Star-Spangled I already can't say it. Star-Spangled Sal, sporting a scarlet scalloped shirt, stood on a sturdy stool whilst stacking stars skyward. Say that 6 times fast. I wish that I would have gotten the Pumpkin Pete one, but I did not. And then this was in there, so this is just a little Christmas. piece, which is quite cute. And then I got, this is a Stony Creek. It's the Mythical Kingdom collection. I don't know if I'll ever stitch any of these, but they are pretty. And I got 4 of these little frames that I'll probably use for my Christmas ornaments to display them. I'm going to put an ornament on this because why not? I got, this is International Hearts, Go Beyond Cross Stitch and Learn Additional Sampler Stitches. So this is a design by Thea Dueck for the Victoria Sampler, and this is Hungary. I love learning about stitching from different parts of the world. So Hungary is the 20th country represented in our series of International Floral Hearts. The official flower of Hungary is the tulip, a very old country. Hungary has gone through some recent transformations. They talk about some of the history and why they picked the things for the pieces and the colors. So I'm excited about this. I think it's just the pattern. Oh, wait, maybe not. So these are all in those, I spent $15 and I got some really fun stuff. No, it's a full kit. So the fabric is here. And so are the threads. And there's some Krynic in there too. Awesome. So that was haul that I got that Sarah dropped off on my porch. We've been supposed to get together for stitching and we have not yet, but we will get there. And then my block of the month came. This is month 4. I don't know if I got the fabric for all 3 of these blocks. I need to open them and figure it all out. I just don't feel good enough to make them yet. So when I recorded last, I had finished the quilt. You guys, I recorded, I showed you the quilt. That Monday, I took it and dropped it off at my friend's house. On Wednesday, I had a little Zoom sprinkle for her and had fancy cookies. And 2 hours later, her water broke. And 12 hours after that, I was a Chuchy Katie again. So my friend's daughter Lily was born on some 10 days, no, 10, I don't remember, 10 days I guess ago. And she is perfection and I can't meet her, but we have been, she uses Facebook Messenger, so we've been videoing via that, and she's perfection. But her name is Lily, and as you know, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. Huge. So for Christmas, I decided to, I don't know how many of you watch any of the Harry Potters. I don't want to give anything, guys, it's been out forever. If I'm giving away anything from Harry Potter, skip forward 2 minutes, but I mean, come on. So Harry's mother's name is Lily, and Snape loves Lily. They have, you know, he loves her forever. And Dumbledore, when asking Snape to do all the things that Snape had to do, Dumbledore asked if he still loved her, and Snape says always. And my friend named her daughter Lily. No, she named her daughter Lily because her mother's loved lilies, and also because she loves lilies, but she also loves Harry Potter. So I got, says it's in black and white, but I got this on Etsy. I'm going to do the flowers in the pattern. The flowers are kind of like a blue, but I'm going to do a couple of shades of pink because that's the color of the room. So it's the Deathly Hallows symbol, and then it says always kind of in that Harry Potter lettering. So I'm going to do that for Christmas. And then I'm also going to do, and then this will just be in black, Wizard in Training. And then I had told her about that already, and I got her a little onesie for Christmas that says Muggle in Training. And then I got her a couple little like Harry Potter books. But my friend asked me today to make her a birth announcement. So I hadn't been planning to make her one, not because I didn't want to, but because my friend hadn't asked, and she did today. So that's going to be a big project. That's not going to be, her son's room was Star Wars themed, and her daughter's room is more like woodland creatures, dusty rose and sage themed. So I sent her about 10 and told her to pick one. So she commissioned me for that. That's not a gift. So that'll move pretty high up on the itinerary because I try to take care of commissions in the rare instance that they come in as quickly as possible. Speaking of, last year, Erica House, Erica D. House, I think is her YouTube name, she posted about these fabric books that she got for her kids, and I copied her and made one for my friend's son last year, and then I did one for Easter, and I got the 2 different versions of Nativity Story for her for this Christmas. I just picked them up. But I took kind of like a crazy leap for me, and I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook and said, hey, if you want one, I'll make it for you. It'll be $30. And I drove about an hour away because my Hobby Lobby was out, and I bought the whole bolt of the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and then about 10 of the Nativity one that I liked. Their fabric was on sale this week, so I got it at a discount. I took enough orders to pay for all of the supplies for all of the books, even though I have like another, like I have orders for about half of what I have. And then because I wanted to be able to give it for gifts as my like family members had babies. But I've sold enough that all my supplies are covered, and I'm coming out ahead a little bit, like by like $60. So I'm pretty pleased. I think I'll be able to have them all done by the end of September. But if you know anybody who's looking for a 'Twas the Night Before Christmas fabric book, let me know. I'm your girl. Although I think all of you could do that on your own. So it was a big leap of faith. I was really worried about posting that and asking, $30 for a fabric book that you could buy from Walmart for $5. But the response was pretty positive, and that felt really good. So yay. So then I'm also doing surgery this week. A friend sent me her daughter's sad knit giraffe in the mail. The dog's claw got in it and did a bamboozle. But it's wool. So the fabric has kind of felted a little bit, and you can see where Mom tried to fix it. So I'm going to hopefully get that finished and fixed this week, and get it off. I'll probably do it either tonight or tomorrow and get it off Wednesday or Thursday so that the kiddo's not without it for more than a week. So there's that. And then, the only other haul I have is when I was at Hobby Lobby, this is like chenille. It was on clearance for $1.50. It's like a mint green, not that you can see that, and gray and white. But anyway, my cousin is pregnant and due in January, so I am getting that for her. So that's my haul. It was a good stitching 2 weeks. I'm glad Pavane is done. Let's look at her again, shall we? Come on, YouTube. Don't fail me. And I'm going to deliver that today. I'm going to pick up Lady of the Flag tomorrow. I think I'm going to make myself a new project bag tonight just so that I can don't get out of the habit of sewing. So those are my plans, and I hope you guys are well. It's a little cooler here right now, which feels like a miracle, and I am hoping that it stays that way for a little while. So please, please, please stay safe, enjoy stitching, and be happy, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye!